Trying to find your happiness this winter? Let Fiji Airways fly you there direct. Whether you're sunbathing or snorkeling, dining or dreaming, you'll experience legendary Fijian hospitality. Expect the warmest of welcomes in this Pacific paradise. Unplug, unwind, and relax in your happy place. Fiji. Get great deals on direct flights to happiness at FijiAirways.com. That's FijiAirways.com. You deserve this. Go from here to happiness. Flying direct with Fiji Airways.
Hi everyone, this is Dragoman Transcription Podcast. We share tips on languages, translation, editing, interpreting, subtitling, and localization. In this episode, our host Umit welcomes co-founder of Taia Translation Services, Matia. So let's start.
What makes Taia unique? I see other cloud-based offerings on the market. There are different machine translation solutions in different interfaces, marketplaces. But what is your unique positioning?
Well, I think it's how we position ourselves, who we think our product is most appropriate for. So, for example, you have this traditional software providers in the localization industry that produce, I'd say, decent software, but it's very complex for users who are not into the localization industry. And on the other hand, you have all these old school agencies who still work the traditional way via sending emails up and down and having everything run more or less manually. And we try to position ourselves somewhere in the sweet spot between having clients that are not very tech savvy when it comes to localization or translation, but again, offering them with a very modern and powerful cloud-powered solution that allows them to easily manage all their translation needs. So instead of them having to buy dedicated server licenses and special software and onboarding and training and all of that comes with traditional localization software, we provide them with a very easy to use user interface that allows them just to drag and drop their files and have everything translated very easily so they don't have to deal with workflows and whatnot.
Oh, that's good to know. I'm just curious, do you have, just on the top of your head, any numbers on about how much of the client services are, do it yourself, like clients exactly as you described, go and drop their files and do their own job, as opposed to, they still keep sending the emails or sending a V-transfer link? What, do you have any percentages on that?
It would be a wild guess. I would say we definitely improve this percentage towards more people using the app and less users sending us emails like they did back in the day. We managed to get most of our old users who worked with us in the past onboarded to the platform, and they really like it. They enjoy using it. But there's still people who like to stick to the old ways, sending us emails. But this is something that we said, okay, I guess we're going to have to charge them a project management surcharge on this because there's someone that has to do their job then. So we need the project manager to download the files and put them into the app and generate the quotes and send these quotes back to the client via email. This all takes time, and this time costs money, and we don't want our clients to be paying the overhead of our project managers. We want them to be able to have control over their projects, but have it in a simple way so they don't need to onboard a giant, huge, complex system as they had to back in the day. So this is, I think, the main difference here. And so far it's working fine, but there's still so much more we need to do when it comes to user experience. So we're planning now some very thorough changes of our UI. And I think these are going to really help onboarding more people and getting them more comfortable with using our platform.
Okay, that's good to know. Judging by the way you present Taia, I think it wouldn't be a wild guess to say that you are more like servicing to the end clients, to the corporations or SMEs. Would that be a right statement?
Yes, exactly. So we don't normally work with translation agencies or freelancers, and we don't normally work with giant multinationals because they already have some very complex systems in place, and it's slightly harder for them to integrate with us or to leave behind what they already have in place. But that said, we work a lot with companies who have localization needs, who need to translate or proofread or transcript or a subtitle or whatever they need to do with some of their content. And we allow them to do this in a simple way, in a simple user interface. And I think, this is where we position ourselves mostly. I mean, the more we grow as a company, the more we work with bigger and bigger companies. And of course, they like to utilize our API integrations or custom machine translation solutions, or they just plug and play one of the workflow parts that we allow them, while some also decide to migrate entirely to our platform. But again, it's something that takes a process. You need to first develop a sort of understanding with your clients, build some sort of relationship, and then through this smaller and smaller small projects, you grow into a bigger partnership where you can onboard them into the entire system.
Sure. I mean, it takes time and a lot of pain and maybe joy, ups and downs. I can
like
imagine.
Business.
Just like every business.
Thanks for joining us for this episode of Dragoman Transcreation Podcast. Remember, you can always be a guest speaker in our future episodes if you like podcasting. Join us again next time for more tips and tricks from industry professionals. Thanks for listening. Stay tuned.
It is Ryan here, and I have a question for you. What do you do when you win? Like, are you a fist pumper, a woohooer, a hand clapper, a high fiver? I kind of like the high five, but if you want to hone in on those winning moves, check out Chumba Casino. At ChumbaCasino.com, choose from hundreds of social casino-style games for your chance to redeem serious cash prizes. There are new game releases weekly, plus free daily bonuses. So don't wait. Start having the most fun ever at ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.